everyone, welcome back to my channel Little Minds, where you can listen to lovely little stories with values and morals. Hope all of you are staying safe and taking care of yourself during this pandemic. Here I am with another story today, and the name of the story is The Lazy King. Once there lived a king in a kingdom who was very, very lazy. He used to never do any of his work. He always had servants to do his work. If he had to eat, he was fed by his servants. If he had to go from one kingdom to another, he would have servants to put him inside his chariot, and he would never walk around. And if he had to do any work, he always had 3 servants to his left and 3 servants to his right. He used to never do any work. So as days passed by, slowly the king's health started deteriorating. He started becoming unwell always, and he always looked unhappy. In spite of having all the wealth and in spite of having a big kingdom, he was never happy. So all his ministers became very sad and started thinking, what should we do for our king to become healthy again? What can we do? So they started sending messages to all the people around the kingdom that if there are any doctors or if there are any people who think can cure our king and bring him back to his healthy self, we will give them a good prize. So this announcement was going around everywhere in the kingdom and also in the village around. So there are few doctors who came, who checked the king. They gave him medicines, but still there was no use. The king was still feeling very sad and was feeling very weak. He was not in his best of health. So as months passed by, the king's health started deteriorating again. And his ministers became very worried. If the king became unwell, who will take care of the people? Who will take care of the kingdom? So his ministers started going around looking for good people who could come and cure the king. Once when a minister went outside the village, he met a sage there. And this sage told the minister, "Dear minister, please take me to your kingdom. I have all the ability to cure your king, and I will bring him back to his happy self and healthy self." The minister was very happy. He said, "Oh, is that so? Oh dear sage, I am so happy to listen to this, and we are all waiting to see our king back in his healthy self, back in his happy self. Please do come." And he takes him on his horse to the kingdom. And the sage meets the king and he says, "Oh dear king, you have to meet me tomorrow in my hut, that is outside the village, and I will be sure that I will cure you and bring you back to your healthy self." And the sage went back. So next day morning, the king with his ministers, after so many months, after about so many years, came out of his chair, came out of his kingdom. He took the fresh air around in the morning. He saw all the people greeting him. He felt much better, and the sage's hut was outside the village, where the king had to get down from his chariot and walk a few steps. So after so many days, after so many years, the king walked a few steps. He was panting for breath. He was feeling so tired, and the sage gave him a big iron ball, and he said, "Oh dear king, all you have to do is just take this iron ball to your kingdom, and every morning in the ground where you have in your kingdom, I want you to just pull this iron ball around with your hand and complete at least 10 to 15 rounds with it. That is all you have to do, and soon you will be in your best of your health." And the king was very surprised. "Ha ha ha, is that so? How difficult will this small task be for a king like me?" And he took the iron ball and left back to the kingdom. First day, when the king tried to even push the iron ball, he was not able to do it at all. He was very tired. His hands were paining. He called his servants along. He was holding his servants for support, and then he tried. First day, no result. Second day, again with motivation, he tried, okay, let me give it a try. He was able to push it a little. Then third day, he was able to push it about 50 meters. Then he started getting confidence in himself. He said, yes, I think I can do it. Let me try. Let me not give up so fast. And he started trying. And day by day, he was able to move the iron ball around, and it was a great form of exercise. After a few months, when the sage came back and saw the king had totally transformed. He had become more fit, he had lost weight, and he was looking for, he was actively participating in all the activities in the kingdom, and his people were also very happy to see him like that. So the sage told him, "Oh dear king, this was just my idea to make you more active. Since you were always lazy and always to your chairs and always with servants around, you were never doing any work, you were not taking the care of your health. Because of that, even though you had all this wealth, even though you had all the necessary things for you in the kingdom, you were always unhappy. You always had an unhappy state of mind, and this was also affecting your health. So, I did this small exercise so that you also become fitter physically, and that will also reflect in your mind. So, you became more happy." So, all of them were very happy. Here, children, you can see this sage, the lazy king. He was so lazy, and once he started doing the exercise, you can see the sage saying he had become so active. So, the moral of the story is health is wealth, especially in the times we are now during this pandemic. It is very important for us to take care of our health, isn't it? So, always wash your hands, maintain social distancing, and always take care of yourself. Health is always wealth. Whenever you have a healthy body, you'll always have a healthy and happy mind. So, take care of your health and keep smiling, and don't forget to share, like and subscribe to my channel Little Minds. Take care. Thank you.